Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I'm so excited to record the video. I know it's been a really long time. The last time I recorded a video was like in December of like 2017. That means of like last year. I'm so embarrassed. No, but I have an explanation, guys. Like, you know, tax reform happened, like, and I work in public account, and it's been like super busy for the last few months, but I'm really excited to be back. I'm really excited to be making a new video. I'm so excited. I'm actually traveling on vacation with my sister. I'm in Antigua and it's really beautiful down here, and I was like, you know what better time than to make a video. For my new viewers, I'm Sharon Onuma. The CPA Experience is a blog and a YouTube channel dedicated to providing you guys tips and tricks on how to become a CPA, and also share my experience as a CPA, my journey to CPA. So the last video I recorded was in December, and that video was about how to pass the CPA in 4 months. And if you haven't watched it, I'll put a link in the bottom box below. You can watch it. So I got a ton of questions in that video about different things. That video, I didn't know it was gonna get that much traction, and the comments were just like crazy, like a lot of comments. So I like responding to you guys. I like interacting with you guys, because I think that's the best way to really build a community and build people who are interested in pursuing the CPA. I just wanted to use this video to go through the questions I got, provide answers, so that way it can be helpful to some of you, because I know a lot of people probably have similar questions. So with that said, I'll get right into it. So one of the questions I got was, how did you stay motivated? Background story. So that video, I gave a schedule of how I studied in 4 months, and a lot of people were asking, how did I stay motivated studying that long in 4 months? And you guys, let me tell you, when I wanted to study for the CPA, I knew in my mind I wanted to be a CPA. Like, I knew the benefits of being a CPA. I weighed the pros and the cons, because to me it was like, I either do this now or I do it some other time. And at that time, doing it at that moment seemed like the better idea than waiting for a longer time and then grueling through the process and just taking a longer time. Because once you start working full-time, at least I knew once I started working full-time, it was going to be incredibly harder to manage my work and give my work the attention it deserved, and also give the CPA exam the attention it deserved. Long story short, how did I stay motivated? I was constantly reminding myself of where I wanted to go. I was constantly reminding myself of why I was doing this, what the benefits were, and why I was pursuing this designation. So I think for people who are struggling with staying motivated, and I completely understand the struggle, because like right now it's like June, it's actually June. So right now it's June, the weather is nice, it's sunny, you see people outside having fun, and you're inside studying. I completely understand that feeling. It helps to maybe write down the reasons why you're studying, write down the reasons why you want to become a CPA, and write down the reasons why, if you don't get that CPA, what are the repercussions, what are the things you're going to miss out on down the road when you decide to start pursuing the CPA. So just write those down, and then constantly remind yourself, read it every day. I used to read my reasons every day. So literally when I wake up in the morning to study, I would pray first, and then the next thing I would do is I'll take out the book where I wrote down why I was doing this. That way it kind of set the tone for my day. It kind of reminded me why I was pursuing this designation, what I was doing, what I was going to achieve, and that helped me stay on track. The next question I have is, were you discouraged? Yes, I was discouraged. In the beginning, initial stages of studying for the CPA, I wasn't always getting all the answers right when I did my homework. Sometimes I'll get like 40% on the homework problem. Like, yo, like, even I'm getting 40%, how am I gonna pass this exam that requires me to pass at 75%? But you know what, I just reminded myself, like, Sharon, you better fail the questions on your homework problems and learn from that failure than failing it on the actual CPA exam. So I just used the failure. I used like the questions I got wrong when I got really low marks on my questions, on my exams, my homework problems. I just used that as a learning opportunity. I just told myself, well, learn it now and then you're going to do better in the exam. And that's how it all worked out. So yes, I was discouraged, but I kind of put a positive spin on it and kind of just helped myself realize that any failure I did right now while I was studying was better than failing on the actual exam. The other question I got was, this seems overwhelming, how did you do it? When I was in your shoes, I felt exactly the same way. I was like, yo, Brittany was the girl who helped me set the study plan, and she told me that's how she studied. I was like, yo, Brittany, how did you freaking do this? This is ridiculous. But she was like, you can do this, you went to good school, you graduated from a good program, you can really do this, you can pass the exam. And I always just had at the back of my mind, well, if Brittany said I can do this, if Brittany did it herself and she succeeded, then I can do this too. And that's the message I have for all of you guys and gals. I did this, Brittany did it, you can do it too. I'm rooting for you, I completely believe in you, I completely think you can do this, and I wouldn't put out this video or make such videos if I don't think it's doable, because I did it and I think you can do it too. The other question I got was, were you working full-time when you studied for the CPA? No, I was not working full-time. I planned my CPA studying such that when I got my offer to join the Big 4 firm that I currently work at now, I chose to start at a later start date. So I graduated in May. I had the option of starting in July or starting in October. I chose October because I knew I wanted to use my summer to study. So that summer while I was studying, I didn't have a job, I didn't have any paycheck coming in. My parents just supported me during that time, which I'm always very thankful for. So I just studied full-time, just every day, every single day, just studying. So no, I wasn't working. And I think that's also why I was able to get it done that quickly in that short period of time. What review program did you use? I used Becker. I think Becker was good because the Big 4 firm that hired me or gave me the offer at the time paid for me to use Becker, and everyone said Becker was good, and I think it was really great. It prepared me for the exam. So the next question is, did you use multiple review programs to study? No, I did not. I just focused on Becker, and I used only Becker throughout the entire process. One thing I want to mention is try not to stretch yourself too thin. Try not to spread your attention over multiple review programs, because at least for me, I feel like whatever review program you get has enough material to help you study and pass the exam. So just focus your attention on that review program. Do everything it tells you to do. No, don't cut corners. Do exactly the way they tell you to study, and I think you're gonna pass. So you don't have to like make it more complex than it really is and study with like multiple different study programs, because like that's gonna make you even more overwhelmed than you already are. Do you have suggestions for CPA review programs to use? I mean, I use Becker, I recommend Becker, but I've heard of different things. I've heard of really good things about the other ones like Roger, Wiley. They're all really good. So I also get this question a lot. Should I get my master's or should I take the CPA? I think those are two different things, right? Master's is just like going to school and getting a master's degree. The CPA is a certification that sets you apart in the industry. Do I have a master's? I don't have a master's. I graduated from my bachelor's degree and I studied for the CPA, and I went to take the CPA. And I think I do fairly well in my job, and I'm performing really well, and I think the CPA is really helpful. I think it sets me apart. I mean, people ask me that question all the time. I'm like, I highly recommend the CPA. At the most, like, I'll recommend go for a master's and take the CPA. I don't think it's one or the other. I wouldn't say, yeah, just like take the master's and forget about CPA, because like I feel like at a point in your career, if you want to rise through the ranks, if you want to get to an executive level, at some point, if you don't have your CPA, you're limited how far you can get in your career, and you don't want that. I know all of you guys are smart, driven people. You want to go as far as you can, and you want to be as successful as you can, right? I knew that. That was a trick question, so the answer was yes. So I also get this question a lot. Does it matter what section I take first? No, it doesn't matter. The way I took my exam, I just wanted to take from the hardest to the easiest. And in my brain, I was like, well, the exam or the section that has the most number of chapters is, you know, it's the hardest. So I took FAR first, and then I took RAG, and I took Audit, and then I took BEC. I see people take it in different ways. So just do whatever works for you. If you want to take the easiest first, so you give yourself the momentum of passing the first section, more power to you. So whatever section you take, my message is always the same. Just take the exam. It doesn't matter what section you take first at all. So another question I got related to that video I posted in December was, did you fall behind your schedule? How did you overcome this? Yes, I did fall behind at some point, and I didn't beat myself up too much, and that's the message I'm always telling people. Yes, you create a study plan. Hold yourself accountable to that study plan. But if you feel a chapter is taking you a little longer than it should, don't beat yourself up. Just take the time to learn. Take the time to understand what you're learning. Don't rush through the process. Just invest the time, invest the energy, and I think you're gonna do well. So yes, I fell behind maybe 1 or 2 days because one chapter was a little more challenging for me when I was taken far, and so I took some time to really understand it. So it took me longer than I thought, but then some chapters were easier, and so it took me faster. So at the end of it all worked out, is my point. So if something's taking you longer, just stay with it, just invest in the learning, and sometimes some other chapters will take you quicker, and just get through those quicker. The last question is, what's the best way to reach me? First LinkedIn, then Instagram, then YouTube comments, and then email. I hope you found this video really helpful, and I'm really excited for all of you guys who have left comments in the past telling me about your CPA journey, telling me about your plans to take the CPA. I'm so excited for you. I think you're gonna do well. I'm rooting for you. And if you have any more questions, comments, ideas and videos I should make in the future, leave all the comments down in the comment box below, and I will be responding to all of your comments, all of your emails, all of your thoughts. I like hearing from you guys. Good luck studying, and like, share, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, so you can get updates on my new video. I'll look forward to seeing you guys in the future, and look forward to making more videos. Now it's summer, so yes, I'll be making more videos at least more frequently. I'm trying to get them in rhythm here, like, you know, maybe once a month or something. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.